Alright guys, so what we got here is a wild LSV Tech. This is the engine out of the Freedom Civic. Now, this is an LSV Tech. It is a GSR head with a B18 B1 bottom end. So today we're gonna be going ahead and pulling the clutch off and getting into it and seeing what happened here. For sure we know it has a blown head gasket, but other than that, let's check out what this thing has. As well as Jamie's going to be tearing into the Curse engine and transmission later today. This thing was a beast on Rocky Mountain Race Week, and he killed it as the Rookie of the Year. But over here, we are on my side, just ripping down into this thing. We're gonna see what makes this thing tick. We know for sure it had a blown head gasket, but we're gonna go ahead and get the clutch off, get it on the engine stand, and see what's inside this guy. All right, let's walk this sucker. All right, I got that all off. Now, just gonna go ahead and bolt this all up. I don't really need to pull the flywheel off. I'm not gonna be pulling the crank out probably. I mean, I might, but I don't think I am. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hold out on that one for now. You know what, actually, I'm gonna pull it off. That'll make things easier and we'll just be ahead. All right, I got that all off. It's time to put the engine stand head thingy majigger on it. And then we'll go ahead and have Sean or Jamie come over and help us lift this guy up on here and get it on the stand so we can tear it down. All right. Got this thing on there. Got my little spacer here because this arm is not the right one, but we got all four on there. It's nice and tight. I'm gonna get myself some assistance so I can lift it up on there. I could break out the hoist wherever we stuffed it, over there. But we broke a wheel off that thing the other day. We were hauling it behind the golf cart like it was a trailer, and it didn't last very long. We had to pick up a motor out in the field, and we needed it out there, but it made it there and back. I mean, when we parked on the way back, the wheel fell off. It was awesome. We had a blast. This thing in here is awesome. Check out my dad's video on it. Red Bull Civic. Okay, so they're just thrashing away over there, so I wibbly wobbly hobbly dobbly this guy over here so I can hook up the chain, get it up in the air, and just slide it onto this stand right here. And then Jamie said he'll use it next to get his converter bolts and his transmission off after I'm done. So let's get this guy up on there. All right, super awesome. Got it all up on the stand now, pulling the chain off. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the coils out and then start just tearing this guy down. Timing belt, all that jazz, head studs. Just pull it, tear it down until it's the shore block, see what's inside there. All right, so I pulled the coils out, but I think I'm just gonna throw down. I think I'm just gonna prop you guys up and go ahead and just rip this guy down. Come follow along. Whoa. gonna stop this. Oh man. The Freedom Civic looking pretty milky, brother.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I'm really anxious to see what's inside there. So when Kyle drove it the last pass, we definitely knew that head gasket was seriously blown. So I'm super anxious to have Goofy get this head off and find out what's going on inside there. Because yeah, should be interesting. It blew, like, I think it blew this hose off or something.
Exploded it.
Yeah, blew that hose off. So
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna finish getting these all off and then pull the head bolts, and then we're gonna get to see that gasket and see what it looks like. So I'm anxious. Let's go. Whew. Awesome, I got the cams and all that all out. Now it's time to break the head studs loose, pull all the nuts off, magnum them up, get them all out of there, and then just pull the head off. Everything is disconnected but this little loop right here. That's the last thing I gotta do, and then should be completely disconnected from the shore block, besides the head studs holding it down. All right, I got all the nuts off. Things all unbolted now. I'm gonna go ahead and slide it off the top. Super copper sprayed. I mean, right here, right?
Yeah.
It's got a little block guard in it, welded in.
That's got some weird gel buildup in it.
In the weld, yeah.
Oh, that's not weld, that's just gel.
Oh, just alone?
It's just a pressed in block guard.
Maybe they used some grease to...
Do we have a cracked sleeve maybe? Let's go down.
Spin it?
Yeah.
Okay. My dowel's in here. Grab my wrench,
Oh.
You see it?
I already see it. Yes. Block is dead.
She's done.
It's just a stock sleeve though.
Yep. Is it this one here? Yeah.
Yeah. Cracked all the way down.
It looks like it's actually pretty pissed off in that cylinder too.
It was.
I'm gonna spin it. If you'd like.
Yep, hair wet and crack on the sleeve. I think that's the only one too. Oh, it had a spark plug, it looks like dropped.
At one point in life.
Still got all its ceramic and straps there, but something
Yeah.
through.
Oh yeah.
Just on that one too.
Yeah. Scratched the side pretty good too.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's all scored.
Oh, that's what happened to my movie yesterday. Like there was a scratch all around it.
Yeah, on your disc. Yeah. And then it won't play.
Yeah.
Just like an engine, you got a scratch all around the cylinder, it won't play.
It won't work.
Yep. Definitely not. Well, we got in there. It's time to, I gotta pull the oil pan now, see what rods are in it, and then we'll know exactly what is all there, but it's pretty cooked. All right, so since the block's toast, we're gonna go ahead and be sending the pistons and rods out. I already got number 2 all out of there. The bearings are not looking the best, so we're gonna get all of them out here and just check them all out. Started on number 3 now. The cap, see the rod Bearing stayed behind. That's never a good sign. Oof, that one's on there pretty good.
I'm back.
You never left?
I didn't.
Alright, so I got the bearings out. I slid them in here. They do have some pretty sharp edges, so they were worked really hard, but it looks good on the crank. It feels really good on the crank, so I don't think they did any damage, but they were getting pretty smushed. See?
See? It
Yep.
works.
Look, these don't feel good, do they?
They don't look good.
Yeah. And then it's got a cracked sleeve, and it's just not happy, man.
What motor's that?
This is the Freedom Civic. Look at the oil that was in the top of this. That is just gross.
That's when you were doing
We're doing the Liberty faceplate, and we're another block now. Just going through it, making sure everything's right. It's gonna be epic. This thing is gonna rip. All right, so here's the cap for number 1. Look at that, much better. It actually fits tight to the bearing, or to the rod cap, and everything. The bearing is still in here. It didn't stay on the journal or anything, which is much nicer. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this one out, and then we'll check number 4. So the bearings in number 4 didn't look the greatest, and the rod cap was actually stuck on the journal, but the bearing came out with it, and it stayed with the piston and the rod as well on the other side. So it isn't smaller and crushed like these ones, but it definitely wasn't happy on here, and it doesn't feel the greatest in here either. So definitely good we're going through here. All right, so I got this thing all torn completely down, crank out of it, pistons, rods, everything, and things do not look the best, but the head gasket wasn't crazy blown. It has a cracked sleeve, and some of the bearings were pretty cooked. So it we're gonna need to get the crank checked, but it could need a crank and pretty much a whole new program. But the Freedom Civic is gonna come back, and we're gonna let freedom ring. It's awesome. Dang, this thing is sweet, man. This thing looks really good with the nose on it. Yeah, I like the lip. Yeah, you said you put the carbon on there? Yeah. That's awesome. Little fender vent. Oh, yeah. Tight.
Ready for her.
The dyno's ready for her. What do you think? 15, 16? Sounds good. Yeah. Sounds like it's gonna be mean, man.
Ready to go.
Yeah. We're ready to go. Woo! That's awesome. Booyah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming along with me while I ripped that down today. Looked like things were definitely not the best. It had a lot of little things that, well, just don't make you happy. But we're still pushing on. We're still positive. Freedom Civic is going to come back twice as hard and way bad. So, guys, be ready for that. And thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe down below. This is Goofy Belt. Peace out. So, tomorrow's 4th of July. Everyone's getting ready to head out and go set up for what they're doing tomorrow. I think Jamie's hitting the lake. I'm gonna hang out with my guys, and we're just gonna have a great day. So thank you everyone for watching and supporting us. Have a great weekend. I believe my website's working now. If you guys want to go look up goofybelt.net and order a short sleeve or a long sleeve shirt, try that real quick.